Hi everyone, it's Faisal here. So I've been asked the question quite often about investment properties. So I thought I'd share a little bit about the types of investment properties and where it makes sense and what value it makes sense to purchase a property for investment purposes. Often we're seeing seminars and people offering registration for new sites and whatnot with getting better deals. But before you sign up on one of these or attend one of these seminars, it's best to be equipped with the knowledge of what am I exactly buying? What is my cash flow going to look like? Am I buying for appreciation? Am I buying for cash flow? Am I buying long term? Am I buying to flip? Because there's so many factors that you have to be aware of when buying a brand new home for the purposes of investment. So right off the bat, you are subject to HST on top of the purchase price, which there is a certain part of that you can claim back provided you have a full 1-year term lease documentation. So there's a lot of information that your lawyer and accountant has to advise you on in order to get your HST refunded. So it's not simple as buying a resale home where you buy the sticker price and you put a tenant in there and you get your income on that. So be aware of some of the rules and regulations reflecting new home purchases when it comes to HST. There's a big surprise there for a lot of people. If you're buying on the hopes of flipping, and a lot of get-rich-quick agents are offering these things where you can buy and resale and you have assignment clauses. Well, number one, you've got HST that you will have to pay. Number two, you're going to pay capital gains on that. So all of a sudden, the gain that you expected to make on the flip has diminished. Also, look at the price point that you're buying it at. Look at the surrounding area in which you're buying. If the property you're purchasing is in line with resale homes in that neighborhood and they are not selling for above or even equal to the property you're purchasing, guess what? You're not going to be able to flip this for a profit. I'm getting a ton of calls right now from people who have bought condos in Cambridge and Kitchener and Waterloo. They attended these get-rich-quick seminars. The agents promised them all kinds of free rent, free condo fees, all kinds of incentives, whatever they may be. And now they're trying to flip these because they have an assignment clause. Well, an assignment clause is great. That means you can sell your contract prior to you closing the deal. But that doesn't alleviate you from your obligations to the revenue or to HST. And it also exposes you to a lot of liability if you're unable to sell that unit for even what you paid. Remember, 2017, we had a very strong year. 2018 has not been that strong. There's been a leveling off. There's been a depreciation of the market. And the prices that one paid in 2017, they're lucky to get that in 2018. It's the reality of the market, and one has to be aware of what they're doing when they're buying these properties. Looking at the value of investment is very important. So for example, if you're buying a $450,000 property, your expectation of rent should be $1,700 to $1,800 a month, 20% down, so roughly $100,000 after you pay your legal fees and whatnot. Now remember, if it's brand new, you've got to pay HST up front on top of that purchase price. So you better calculate another $25,000 to $30,000 that you've got to come up with to close that deal. So what I'm basically getting at is have your information. And I would urge you, instead of attending get-rich-quick seminars and registration seminars and registering online and getting half-truths from agents, enlist an agent that you trust, someone that you know, someone that you have worked with, someone that you know has your best interest at heart and not the best interest of the builder that is giving them 75, 80, or 100 units to sell, because they're working for the builder. You need representation for you. You need to know that you're being properly educated and informed before you make these decisions. It's a very sad fact when I'm receiving these calls from people who have bought these properties and they're telling me they had no idea that these are the things that they're going to be having to deal with, and now they're faced with selling these units for far less than what they were even purchased for, where they thought they were getting a good deal. So again, please reach out to me or anyone you trust to get the proper information before you make a decision on buying a brand new property. Have a great day.